Two Broke Rednecks present by watching videos by two broke rednecks.
Wait, is that a happy version of the Batman theme?
Time
It's the only thing that can make you forget the Avril Lavigne Hello
Did
Kitty
you ever
video.
stop to think how much leisure time you really have? Some of us put our leisure time to good use. And some of us, Ken Micheals, for example, spend most of our leisure time just moping.
Ah, teenage angst.
He thinks I'm moping. Well, who wouldn't mope? There's nothing to do, nobody's around. You know how it is.
Have you tried meth?
I went down to the bowling alley.
Bowling alley, is that where people go for quick casual sex?
All my friends are busy, so what's for me to do?
Do you
Again,
suppose
meth
Ken has
is an option.
more leisure time than his friends do?
Huh? Well, no, I don't have more time. We all spend about the same amount of time in school, and the rest is leisure time. I've got nothing to do but wait for supper.
And listen to the
My friends have
Robitussin
more things
rap.
to do.
Robitussin,
Ken's
Robitussin.
pretty lucky, too,
Listen to that. All right, I'll bite. Why am I lucky?
because you have so much leisure time. Time in which you can do things you enjoy.
Like jerk off.
Time in which you don't have to work.
Like this, huh? Is that good?
No, you're moping
Show
all
you a few
wrong.
things. Suppose you had lived 100 years ago. What would you have been like?
Duh,
Take a look.
old.
Where? Oh, is that me?
No, it's Pharrell
Is that what I
Williams.
would've
Of
looked
course
like
it's
100
you.
years ago?
Well, perhaps.
Just not
But
as
now-
lazy.
Well, let's look back 100 years again and see someone else.
Who? Hey, that's my dad.
He's rocking a cold beard.
Young man, you get off that bed and get to work. After you clean out the stable, you can build some new steps for the back porch.
Then you can
While I
plow
work
the North
72 hours
40.
a week, no son of mine is going to loaf.
72 hours.
12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
But enough with the hours your mom works the street corner.
Tomorrow morning, young man, you're going out to get a regular job. You can work too, and earn your keep.
Words all teenagers
Not
dread.
so good, Ken? Well, let's try another picture. Say about 50 years ago.
It's
Oh,
Klondike
hello,
Pete.
Well, say, I've got some new pictures for the stereoscope. We'll look at them tonight. Don't forget about your chores. Have them all done by the time I'm through work. And keep the wood box full.
Or I'll give you the creepy
Boy,
rape face
How long will
again.
you work, Dad?
Why, 10 hours. 10 hours a day, every day except Sunday.
60 hours a week? Boy.
Well, Ken, let's take a look at your father's time as it really is today.
Hi, Dad. You sure don't work as long hours as they used to.
That's right.
I wish I
Ken.
did so I didn't have
The
to come
wonderful
home to
thing
your
being able to do
mother.
So much work in so little time. This 40-hour-a-week suits me fine. And some people even work shorter hours nowadays.
They're called menial labor.
By the way, Ken, how'd you like to play a quick round of golf before supper? I think we can work it in.
Maybe kill
Then
some
later, I'd like
cats.
to shellac that new bookcase I'm making.
His code for sex with
Well,
his
Ken.
mistress.
Yes, Dad does enjoy his leisure time.
Oh, let's stop
Think that
it.
a few years ago, people didn't have nearly so much time to themselves.
Yes, we've gained a lot of leisure time in the last century or so. All of us.
Wait a minute. All of us? Mother should hear you say that. She's always complaining that she doesn't have enough time.
To read
Well,
50
let's
Shades of
see
Grey.
about that. Can you picture your mother as she might have been 50 years ago?
I guess so.
My, that's hard work.
You get it done
So much
faster if you get
time,
clothes in the
too.
ringer.
But that's woman's lot in life. Scrub clothes, carry water, bake bread, feed the chickens, till time to go to bed and then get up again to start all over again.
Weaker sex, my eye.
You see, Ken? Now, how about today?
Does she have OCD?
My, this new washer certainly is a time saver. And I do need some extra time. Now, let's see, I want to do some shopping, but this first.
Wait a minute. This may be easier work, but it still looks like work.
Oh, well, I have to plan the program for the Women's Club next month. That's one of my favorite activities, you know. It does keep me busy, but, well, that's not work.
Looks like work to me.
What do you think, Ken?
I think his film is bullshit.
Mother does have more leisure time now. But still, she's always busy. How does she find so many things to do? How can I find something
For
to do
starters,
with
you can
my
get off
extra
your
time?
lazy butt.
Or for that matter, what about you?
Who's he
Oh.
talking to? Who am I talking
Leisure
to?
time is a problem.
Well, let's see how your friends have met that problem.
I told him once my friends were all busy. Oh,
This is an educational film. The narrator is always right.
they have something to do with their time. Let's see. Last I saw of Dave, he was headed that-a-way.
You mean this way? Yes. Dave has a hobby of identifying birds.
And beating them to
It's
death
a
with a
pleasant way
stick.
of spending his time, and besides, it helps him with some of his schoolwork. You can learn quite a bit from hobbies. Here's Bill. Some of his leisure time is spent doing part-time work at the bookstore.
And preparing
Along
himself
with
for a
earning some
lifetime of
spending money,
disappointment.
he's getting experience that will help him later on. And Alice is devoting some of her leisure to learning to sew. That's something she'll be glad she did when she's older.
And working
right
in a
now,
sweatshop.
she gets a big kick out of it. Here's the way Marge spends some of her leisure time. She's learning to play the piano. She's getting a lot of pleasure from her own accomplishment. And she's acquiring a skill that will help her socially.
Because we all know how popular
And
band
some of
geeks
the
are.
fellows spend their time in group activities that are building them up physically, as well as providing them with a lot of fun.
Last guy's like, oh, screw it.
So that's what they're all doing. No wonder I couldn't find them.
Because you're the worst at playing hide and
I'll bet you
seek.
think I should figure out something to do with my time.
Other than
The
masturbate.
question is, how will I know it's the right kind of thing? How will I know I'm using my time well?
Your father mentioned a bookcase he was making, didn't he? Remember how he worked at it last night? Mr. Micheals, you gain 3 important things from your hobby, don't you?
Do I?
They never said there'd be a quiz.
It's a pleasant change from my work, and I'm learning a few things. Someday, when I get more time, I'm going to make new furniture for the whole house.
And achieve my goal of having the worst
Well,
home
there
decor
you
ever.
are. Do you see now, Ken?
I think so. A good use of leisure time should give you a change. It should help you learn things, and, well, now I'm not sure about the third.
It's a good idea to have a long-range goal for your leisure time activities.
Like making videos.
But it
no one
isn't always
watches.
easy to find a single occupation that will give you all 3 values.
Then you should have more than one activity?
It does help. Of course, even one thing to do is better than just moping.
He said he wasn't moping.
For instance, swimming is a pleasant change, a lot of fun,
Unless it's
and
winter.
a chance to build yourself up physically. And what about reading? There's a leisure time activity that will help you learn things you'd like to know about many subjects. And this hobby could have a long-range goal, perhaps a job in the air.
Looks like it's grounded to me.
I get it. You know, I took some pictures once.
But they're too dirty for
Yeah,
me
I
to
got
show
a
you.
camera for Christmas. Now, let's see, what did I do with that camera? It's around here somewhere.
Mama done took my Kodachrome away.
This place up, too. Oh, here it is. You know, photography ought to make a good hobby for me. Yeah, might even want to make a business out of it someday.
Shooting porn.
Thanks.
Well, what about it? Will photography give Ken a change?
No.
Can he learn while doing it and perhaps
No.
prepare himself for better living?
No.
Will he have a long-range goal to give him satisfaction? And what might be some good uses for your leisure time?
Making bad
Will you let
videos.
time slip away from you? Or will you use it well?
Time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking into the future.
Well, that blew. Two broke rednecks. We don't make bad movies. We make bad movies better.